Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm back here with another video for you. Today we're gonna go check out Beach Club Resorts. I stayed there recently and I thought you guys would like checking out what the rooms look like and a little bit about the resort. So let's go off and I'll meet you at the end to give you my thoughts on that resort. Today I am staying at the Beach Club Resort right near Epcot. It's actually less than a 5-minute walk from here. I have a standard view room with, I think it's garden view. So I'm gonna just take you around. It's evening, we've been here for a couple of days and I hadn't had a chance yet to do the walkthrough. So here is the one piece of Disney art in the room. And we have, well, we brought in some beverages, but there is a little coffee maker here, and of course you have your glasses and ice here. Below that is a small cabinet which houses your mini fridge in there, and there is a drawer above it, but it is just empty. Next to that you have your standard hotel closet here. Pretty unremarkable. It does have a safe and something to put your luggage on, and of course there is an iron and an ironing board on the other side. These are just gliding doors. Very easy. Put the mess away. Over here we have just a small sink area. Plenty of counter space to put items. These are all of the items that they have left for us. So you have your body lotion, your mouthwash, your shower cap, your vanity kit, and facial soap. This is just extra that the room service person has left here for us. You have some hand towels and a larger towel here, which is kind of nice, and washcloths on both sides, plus glasses, so if you need them. There's also one of the close-up mirrors that sometimes scare me. In here we have a Mickey shower curtain, which I think is very cute. And then just kind of a standard shower. Nothing really standing out about this, other than it's obvious that they've repaired right here. And so, I don't know if you can see, but those tiles actually stick out, which is a little sad for me. I feel that Disney should take a little bit more care. But there are 2 shelves in the shower to put your stuff on. And of course you have this line to go across for drying swimsuits or whatever. There are 4 large towels in here, standard toilet, and a nice big mirror on the back of the door. So now we go out into the main area. You have a little stool here to put your suitcases, which obviously we've already done. There are 2 queen size beds, which are very nice for what they are. Piece of art there on the wall. My one complaint with this room is actually, so my husband has a CPAP right here. These outlets do not work very well, and neither do the USB ports here. So we actually had to move this little unit out from the wall and monkey with things to get it to work, and we still can't get these to actually function. So a little disappointing there. It is an older hotel and I get that, but it's sad for a Disney property for me. I do like the fact that we have these reading lights above the beds here. Very nice. So over on this side, we have our nice big screen TV and a small dresser in front of it. 3 drawers here, just standard drawers. And then over here, a drawer and like a little cupboard there. So, and there are also USB ports there. We also could not get those to work. Over here, we have a nice little desk, little lamp, waters that I brought from the car, nice big mirror, 1 chair. So if you wanted to have food in your room, you're kind of out of luck. So there is also this little tray that moves out from it, so you can sit there and, if you're one person or whatever, eat, but it definitely won't work for two. Next, we have, open these. You won't be able to really see out here. It is dark, but I am gonna try. So there is a very tiny balcony. It's big enough for you to step out, and that's just about it. Like literally. So what I've seen most people do, there are rooms with bigger balconies and everything, but what a lot of people have done is move this tiny chair right into the doorway and have the doorway open so they can take advantage of that view. But that is the gist of this room, and I hope you enjoyed it. Here we have the fire pit for nightly s'mores. Super nice. These benches. Of course, the beach on this side. The cheering you hear in the background is the marathon racers going by across the way over at Boardwalk. Let's see, it's a little before 10, so I don't know if I can get in here to kind of show you what this looks like. Nope, doesn't look like it. But right here, you have the ladder up to probably the tallest water slide I've ever seen. It goes all the way across. The pool is over that way, so you do have to get out of the pool and actually cross the path to get over here. There is also a smaller slide over there with a small pool for kids. So we're gonna go across the path here and I'll show you the other pool. So there is also ping pong over here. This is probably one of the coolest pools that I have experienced here at Disney. So, and you do share the pool between Beach Club and Yacht Club. So here's that slide crossing the pathway here. And then you come over this way. So it comes all the way this way. You go under actually two little waterfalls. I did this last night. There is one of the waterfalls there for you. And then go around this curve. And I don't believe I can get in over here either, but I can kind of show you the pool area. So, super cool. Let's see if we can get some. Here's another view of the pool. This is another end of it. I will say that the bottom, you can kind of see here that there is sand down there for you to kind of walk in. It kind of makes the bottom feel more sea-like. There's a large area over there, and then right over here by this bridge, that's actually a lazy river, which I did twice last night, and it was super fun. So there are some waterfalls and hot tubs on the other side. I'll see if I can get you a view of those. All right, here's from the other side. Now you will notice that this sand right here in the middle of the frame, that's actually sand for the kids to play in. And over on the other side, there are beach chairs in the sand there next to the pool for people. So that's kind of a nice little feature. Just kind of pan this way. And we'll move up. This is a little bit of a better view of that lazy river for you guys. It's right over there by that bridge. It goes around in a nice little circle. And then you have this bridge. There's some waterfalls over here that you can swim by, which of course the kiddos think is excellent. So I will say that the lazy river might be the deepest pool that I've seen on property. At spots, I think it does go up to 7 feet. So I highly recommend, if you're going to go in there, make sure you know how to swim. Over here, it does kind of look like they might be a little lower right now, but you have 2 hot tubs, one here and one here. These are just up from that waterfall we just saw. And then there are lots of little entrances here, and right across the way over here, we have some bathrooms with showers, as well as just over here is beaches and cream. So if you need a pool and ice cream, you're all set. And there's where that slide comes out. I'll go in here. Seriously, the biggest pool I've ever seen. But super fun slide. It does have some bumps in it, so if you're an older individual like myself, just be prepared for that. What a fun hotel, right? So here are my thoughts on it. It's not one of my favorites. I'll admit it. It just wasn't. Like, the room is really nice, but as my husband said, it looks like every hotel room he's ever stayed in. There is nothing special that shouted Disney to him at all. So there's that. Second, you're so close to Epcot, which is nice because you can walk there. It actually is, at least from where our room was, and I think the majority of the rooms, it was a shorter walk than the parking lot at Epcot to get into World Showcase. But that meant when the fireworks go off at Epcot, you can hear them in your room really well. So if you have a small child that maybe needs to go to bed at, say, 8 or something, which is when my kids always go to bed, then it could wake them up depending on how light of a sleeper they are. So wasn't super happy about that. I think they could have done a little better with soundproofing maybe for that. The rooms were a little small, but not like crazy small. The balconies are weird. So you have this door that opens up, but you can't go out. There are some rooms that have balconies, but for the most part, you just have this door and maybe like, you know, a foot, 2, not even. It's enough for you to literally stand on. So what I saw most people do is they'd open that door and then they'd bring the one chair over and sit in the doorway. And that was their way of being able to be out on a deck. But that kind of bothered me. I mean, if I have a room that has the ability to have a deck, why not give me a deck? I mean, that seems silly. So there was that. I did love the pool. It was huge. It's the only pool that I know of that has a lazy river at Disney at a resort. The slide was amazing because I did go down it because I always have to. But going down the slide, if I had kids, I might get a little nervous because they have to leave the pool enclosure, cross a sidewalk, enter another area, climb up to go. So depending on the age of the kids, as a mom who has a little bit of anxiety, that would really trip me up. There were multiple hot tubs and everything, and so from that aspect it was really cool. I loved the sand in the pool effect that they have. That was really fun. You do share your pool with, I think it's Yacht Club. Like literally it looks like one big building. So for us, we went in, you know, the cooler season. So I don't know how busy that pool's gonna be come, you know, July, August, that time frame. So it's just something to think about, that it is a big pool, but you're gonna be sharing it with a lot of people. So there's that. Food-wise, now this just seemed silly to me, because their gift shop and their quick service are all in one location, and honestly it wasn't that great. So checking out was weird because you didn't know where you were supposed to pay at first. You had to go and find a cashier at like their center counter thing to pay, and it would have been nicer to have a cashier be able to check you out at the end of where you got your food, instead of having to then go where everybody's buying other things. So I felt that was weird. Seating wise, there was just a little bit of seating outside of that. There was some outdoor seating, but literally I think there were 2 tables that you could sit there inside. So if the weather is bad, like say it's raining with wind or whatever, that'd be a little hard. You can go down, I think it's called the atrium or something, and that's kind of cool, but I don't know, it was lacking for me. The staff, of course, was nice, very knowledgeable. If you're driving yourself, the parking isn't horrible. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not horrible. So you're more towards where the DVC stuff is, so it's really convenient if you have a DVC room. If you have a normal room, which is what we had, you either have to go through the DVC area, which is really cool. I did like the theming actually more there than I did in the regular stuff, because the regular stuff is more just a general. It didn't really have a lot of Disney to it to me, which I felt was disappointing. I like those Disney touches, the hidden Mickeys here, the theming, the pictures of Mickey on the wall, which in the hotel room there was one picture that was in an alcove that I didn't see until day 2. So, I don't know. Come on, Disney. A little artwork that features your characters, would that kill ya? Really? I don't know. So, the biggest draw for me for this hotel was how close it was to Epcot. I did like being able to just walk into Epcot. I timed it from my hotel room, like literally from the time my door closed till I was through the gate at Epcot. It took me 7 minutes. If you're going to the Skyliner, it's closer. I had recommended being on the Skyliner for a race weekend. We were actually there for race weekend, and I discovered they do not allow you to use the Skyliner to transport to Epcot for a race weekend. Didn't think that through, because they won't let you into the back of Epcot and the race starts in the parking lot in the front. So I don't know that there's a huge advantage to staying at one of those hotels that's really close. It actually might be more of a disadvantage if you're not running the races, because you do have the chaos of the races right there, literally. So, I don't know. But it didn't seem like it had any massive advantage to me opposed to staying at one of the other hotels, because you still have to either drive or take a bus to get there. Getting back, I think, is going to be pretty much the same unless you are there still when park opens. A lot of times, at least when I've done my races, and granted I've only done 5Ks, I get out well before the park opens, and so I go back to my hotel, take a quick shower, and then come back to the park. So I don't see that that is a big draw. But so overall, I mean, I think it's an okay hotel. if it was just a hotel outside of Disney, I'd think it was a great hotel. But because it is on Disney and I expect a certain amount of Disneyness, I was really disappointed. Location is good though, pool is good, so room is okay. Beds were good, but nothing special. So that's my thoughts, and I hope it's helpful to you in planning your next Disney trip. If you have any questions, especially about this particular hotel or another hotel you would like me to stay at to give you my opinions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I may not get back to you right away, but I always schedule at least one day a week to read through comments and answer them back. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.